Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Real Designers of NFM. I'm Andy Shefsky, and I'm coming to you from our beautiful showroom and our design gallery. And today, I'm excited to introduce to you one of our expert interior designers, Bethany Bratches. Hi, Bethany.
Hi.
So, I know that you're going to talk to us today about the process of what's involved and how someone is able to work with a designer such as yourself. Before we get into that, would you mind taking a little bit of time to share with us some background about yourself? How you got into the space, how long you've been doing it, that sort of thing.
Sure. Okay. I have been in this business of interior design for many years. I'll say I'm a seasoned designer, not old, but no, I've been doing it for a long time, and I've been at NFM for 9 years. And I moved here from Connecticut about 10 years ago. And so I've been just doing it for a long time in many different capacities. I really love what I do and just, have been doing it for a very long time.
Wow, excellent. And when I think about the concept of working with an interior designer, it sounds like it can be a little bit intimidating, or, well, maybe I'm not able to work with someone like that. That's not something I'm able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Would you mind explaining the process of just how attainable and possible it is if someone wishes to work with a designer?
Yeah, it's such an easy process, especially here at NFM. I mean, there's many different ways people can do this and work with customers, but at NFM we make it so easy. So there are many different ways we can do it. We can work in the store. We can come to your home, which is the preferred way we like to do it. So coming over to your house and taking measurements and taking pictures and talking to you and assessing your wants and needs and getting a feel for your design style and things like that is the best way to do it. There's a nominal fee for that, but it's a really good way to do it. So yeah, lots of different ways.
Can you help us explain, when you talk about there's a nominal fee,
Mm-hmm.
there's a value that you bring to the process? Can you help those in our audience understand what that value means in terms of helping them outfit their home?
Yeah, I mean, there's just, if you've tried to do it yourself, you know it can be difficult. And most people really have a good sense of what they like and their style and their tastes and things like that, but they can't put it together. And so we as interior designers, we kind of have a vision. We can see these things done before they're done. And here at NFM it's so easy because we just make it easy. It's like it takes about a week, honestly. It doesn't take longer than that for us to come up with a concept and execute it and things like that. So it's a real easy process, and it's fun, and it's efficient, and so yeah, it's real easy.
And you've mentioned that you've been doing this for a number of years now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Many folks, maybe this would be their first time considering working with a designer. Would you mind taking a little bit of time to walk us through maybe a couple examples of some projects that you've worked on and how that outcome went, the entire process?
Yeah. I mean, over the years, I've worked with so many different clients, and that's the fun part of the job. But there's everything from new builds, where you come out to the home, the job site, and you work with blueprints, and you sort of start that way with selections and things like that. But there's people that, just are moving from one street to another in Omaha, pretty close together, and they're taking some of their existing furniture, but they want to use some of those things, but they need new things. And there's always, whenever you move, there's always a gap. There's always things that you need, and things that you might want to edit out. So that is a pretty typical example. We can work with one-room designs, single or multiple room designs. We can do anything from coming to your home and doing paint color only, if that's what you need. We like to do the whole room design. So that would include flooring and selections and furniture and decor and art and window treatments, the whole 9 yards. That's we can do the whole thing for you. So it's super. It sounds intimidating, but it isn't. We make it really easy, and because NFM is like one-stop shopping, it's great because we can walk down to flooring and carpet, and then we can come back here to the gallery or anywhere in the store actually and look at furniture and have you sit in some things, but initially we'll come up with a game plan for you.
So what's great is, in your eyes, and you talk about how you make this easy for the customer, when someone's doing this and maybe trying to do it on their own,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have experience, especially like the extensive experience that you have,
Mm-hmm.
it might not seem really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had any feedback where a customer has told you when the project was completed, what that meant to them, what you were able to provide, not just throughout making the process easier, the finished product, on how they were able to enjoy their home?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, enjoying our homes. We don't want to sit around for years and continue to do this over. And we want to live in our homes, and that we can make it functional that way and personal. And I've had, anywhere from I had early on in my career, I had a woman who really saved her pennies. She had not had the ability and the capability and the funds to hire an interior designer. She was really scared and intimidated. And then she ended up hiring me, and she had saved for a long time for that. And it wasn't expensive, but for her it was a lot. And she was so happy after that experience. I've had people that, new married couples who live in an apartment, they just need some help. I've had people who live on beautiful properties who have a large home and they need every single room done. There's so many different ways that we can work. We work with all different kinds of budgets and people. And, most people are really satisfied afterwards because it isn't as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
And so we have that capability to do that.
Oh, well, fantastic.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the capability and the services that you and your teammates provide, what would be the suggested next step for someone that wants to get in touch with you or your teammates?
Oh, there's many ways you can get in touch with us. One area of the store is the design gallery where we work typically. We work all over the store, but that's an area where you can find most of us. And that's in the southeast corner of the store. Most people don't even know where it is sometimes, but it's a space that has some beautiful furniture. You'll see us in there, and you can find us in there and talk with one of us. You can also call the design gallery desk, which is just a main number, and you can talk with our receptionist, and she can set you up with a designer. You can also go onto our website, and there's a concierge service and home services, and you can make an appointment that way. Or you can just walk it up to the counter, and we now have a new slideshow with all of our pictures and our bios, and kind of get a sense of who you might want to work with, so it's really easy.
Oh, well, fantastic. And Bethany, what I really appreciate is not just you walking through the process and explaining how everything works. Even though you've done this for a number of years, you can tell that you treat each individual project as uniquely as it is, and understanding that for your customer, maybe this is their first ever time doing it, and you want to make it something that's personalized for them that they can enjoy for years to come.
Totally.
So thank you so much for coming on with us today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. Until next time, this is Andy Shefsky. Take care.